Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Raheem, and I have a new message for you, new podcast. This message is going to be all about relationships. So I get a lot of questions from people about relationships, not just relationships where you got a couple or somebody who's married. I also get relationship questions about work, with leadership, and with working on a team. So let's get into it. First off, relationships are very difficult things. Relationships require a give and take between two or more people. It requires a level of listening. It requires a level of respect. It requires a level of caring or showing someone that they mean something to you. All of these things are different parts of a relationship. It's important for me to say the first relationship, the very first relationship, though, is always with self. It's very difficult for people to be in a good, deep, meaningful relationship with other people if they don't have a good relationship with themselves. Now, what do I mean when I say a relationship with yourself? I mean just that. Do you treat yourself well? Do you take care of yourself? In counseling, we call it self-care. So many people neglect themselves and don't take care of their own needs and wonder why they can't take care of the needs of anybody else. Well, it's because you haven't been taking care of yourself, and you can only give what you have. And if you don't have anything, then you're not giving anything. So the first step to building deep relationships with others is to first build a deep relationship with yourself. Are you getting enough rest? Are you eating well throughout the day? Food affects mood. If you're eating junk food all day long, then chances are you're not going to feel good. If you're eating quality food, organic food, food that nourishes the body, then you're giving yourself a fighting chance at feeling better. I'm not saying that food is the only thing that you need to take into consideration, but it's certainly an important part of what you need to take into consideration. Are you taking care of your health? Are you working out? Are you moving? And when I say working out, I want to make sure I'm very clear with that, because sometimes when people hear working out, especially if you have disabilities or if you have things that prevent you from working out, you may think, well, man, I can't go to the gym, or, I don't want to work out. If I work out, I'm going to hurt myself. Working out, when you simplify it, is all about movement. It doesn't have to be at a gym. It can be as simple as sitting right where you're at right now and lifting your arms all the way above your head and then lowering your arms. Every time you lift your arms, you're activating your biceps, you're activating your triceps, you're activating your deltoids. That's your arm that I'm describing. You're operating your traps, you're operating your back. Everything is coming into place. Or just moving your legs, just walking around for a certain amount of time, getting your body moving, stretching. All of these things deal with you taking care of yourself and making sure that you treat yourself good, so that in the process of treating yourself well, you'll be able to treat others well. Now, self-care is all about those things. It's all about taking good care of yourself. Now, to take that portion of how you take care of yourself and then use that to build meaningful relationships with others, then comes in having the capacity to do so. That's what self-care is all about. It gives you the capacity to do it. Now, let's look at the other relationships, the people that are in your life. Many people will strive for some of the basic things that people say that they want in a relationship. Like, everybody wants to be respected. Got it. Everybody wants to be cared about. Got that too. Everybody wants to be heard. Listening is the big word that everybody throws around nowadays. And listening is important, because listening is a way of showing the other person that what they say has value, that you hear them, right? There's another part of relationships that is, I would say, equally as important as listening and showing respect and showing someone that you care. And that is consideration. So many times as people, we completely forget that we're dealing with other people. We have these unrealistic expectations for other people. When they don't meet our expectations, we write them off. We become dissatisfied with who they are as a person. We look down on them as if somehow, because they haven't met our expectations, they deserve less than what all the other humans get. And that's a critical mistake, right? Or sometimes we're around people so long that we get used to them, and we begin to take them for granted. We assume that, I've invested in this relationship for, a month. I don't need to invest anything else. But relationships are not like that. Relationships require constant water and sunshine, TLC, just like plants. So if you want to show someone that they mean something to you or that the relationship matters, then you have to tend to it. You have to be intentional about pouring into this person and putting their needs in position where, you showing them that their needs mean something to you. Okay. So relationships, if you want to build a deep relationship with people, remember to take them into consideration. Don't let the newness fade away where you're no longer considerate, where you're no longer pouring into them because you've gotten used to them. Continue to do all of the things that you did in the beginning to make the relationship stay fresh, stay vibrant, to show the other person that they matter. And remember to take good care of yourself. Self-care. If you don't have anything, if you're not taking care of yourself, chances are you're not going to do a good job of taking care of anybody else. If you need help with this, I'm Coach Raheem. You can hit me up at CoachRaheem.com. That's CoachRaheem.com. Set up an appointment. I'll coach you, or if you're in a relationship, I'll be happy to coach you and your partner, or if you're at a job, I'll be happy to come in and coach your team on how to build deeper relationships. Until next time, take care.